What is a Roth IRA and how does it work? So we're going to break that down. What's the difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA? What's the benefit of tax-free growth that so many financial planners say, oh, I just don't like Roths. Well, of course they don't, because it doesn't fit their model of them making all the commission and we get tax-free growth. I'll tell you why entrepreneurs love it. And the third thing I want to talk about, how can you set one up for free? I'm going to give you a link at the end of the broadcast. So what is a Roth and what is a traditional? So a traditional IRA is just you opening up a traditional IRA. You're taxed at the end when you can take it out in distributions. Your Roth, you can start at 0, 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old. So a Roth IRA, I'm going to read some of the criteria. The difference between these two retirement vehicles, even though I don't like that word, I'm going to say qualified plans. A Roth IRA, you pay taxes now. It grows tax-free, tax-deferred, and you can withdraw tax-free. The traditional, you get to deduct it now, but you pay tax later. And what will be the later tax rate by the time you pull those? Don't know. That's the risk. A solo 401k and a 401k, that's with your company or your employer. So I have a company and my company has a solo 401k and I contributed to it and I can put up to $69,000 away pre-tax. So it's a tax deduction on my overall tax return of my company. If you're using a 401k because you have a job, be very mindful that some of them are good, some of them are bad and wrong. So you need to have that evaluated. Our team can do that for you. The Roth IRA, in my opinion, gives you a total independence. As long as you keep your salary in order, which you should be, otherwise you're overpaying taxes by far. I've contributed my Roth for years. My favorite asset in a Roth is cryptos or stocks that I know are going to have a runaway train, land that I know is going to have a huge, huge appreciation, because all of that is tax-free, tax-deferred. For example, when I bought Bitcoin at 4,000 and watched it run to 80, that was a good run. And I put a lot in it. So all of you can do it. Start young. And for you parents and grandparents out there, what a great gift. Instead of giving them trinkets and toys, because all they're going to do is watch this thing anyway, why not contribute to their Roth? $7,000 a year for a child's life for 20 years makes that child a millionaire. So a Roth is tax-free again, and you can open it again at any time. You don't have to have a business. You don't have to have an employer. Anyone under 50 is $7,000 a year is the current contribution rate. Anyone over 50, you have a catch-up of $8,000 a year. So I'm going to give you a free link at the end of our broadcast today. And inside of that, you can open up your own account and then a Roth account. And I would highly encourage you to contribute. As I work with kids and parents and their families, I tell them kids should put at least 50% of what they make away until the Roth is maximized at 7, then go into another stock account, an AI-driven stock account, and a software called iFlip. So that's the way you can actually play it. Other great strategies for a Roth IRA. I mean, not only gifting, you can use it for stocks. I've used it for stocks where they were penny stocks, pink slip stocks. And when they actually hit the market and actually hit the NASDAQ and the Dow, run away. But you got to make sure you sell off some of it, buy back in, sell off some, buy back in. So there is some strategy to the growth. The other one that I see real estate folks may do a lot of is notes. And I do notes. I love notes in my Roth because depending on the note, especially if it's a first position backed by a property and you can buy it at 20, 30, 40 because you're buying tax lien kind of stuff, really, really low housing. And you can actually do some rehab and flip it all inside your Roth. You can make $50,000, $100,000 in 1 year in your Roth. Now, can you take it out? I'm going to say yes, you can, and I don't think you should. My entire intention of a Roth for all families, I don't care how old you are, is put it in your post-65, 75 later years so you have that nest egg that most people don't have. So before I give some automation to this and more wealth building tips, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I need you here 5 days a week. It's family friendly. So any kid 5 years old and up can understand enough of it to understand money and learning. You want this conversation in their little brains. Between 0 and 8 is when most kids develop all of their emotional intelligence and their whole brain development happens. So you want this content in their brain and it will be immersed in their DNA forever. You wait too long, they're going to establish really bad habits. And you've seen that over time. So please get your families involved. Subscribe, click the notification button so it comes into your phone. Every morning, we have a live broadcast. So brand new content every day, going on almost 4 years, and a lot of content. We are here every day. every day. So share it with a bunch of people. And if you want to binge it because you really need to like catch up, then there is a link below in the show notes where you can binge for 25 hours. And in exchange, I'm going to give you $750 of credit towards a new tuition. So make sure you get that done. Subscribe right now and click the notification button. Now, how do you automate your wealth? I would automate it through iFlip. So in the notes below, there is a link to iFlip. You can open up an account. It's AI driven. You don't invest through a broker, even though there's a brokerage firm on top of it. You invest in what's called smart folios. And the folios is you invest basically in a software. It's a monthly fee. I think it's around, once you get enough money in there, it's like $70 a month, and that's all the fees you pay. And then the folios go in and out of the market. They're AI driven. So if they see the stock going down a certain percent, pulls you into cash. Once it drops to its lowest position, it buys you back into the low, buy low, sell high. It's designed impeccably. So I've been making consistently 15, 18, 22%. You can get a free Roth for you and all your family members. So make sure you get that done. If you have any questions at any time, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL. Ask questions, make a request. Talk to you tomorrow.